Now you may have wondered, well, if the universe had a beginning, who caused God to exist? But of course, if you're asking this question, you actually are misunderstanding the argument, because the argument starts with the idea that whatever begins to exist has a cause. God is self-existing. He's an eternal being. So he does not have a cause. He created everything else out of nothing. And because everything else was created, they need a cause. If God required a cause, then the thing that created God would need a cause, and you would have an endless regress of events, and you never would really know how things got started. So you need something to get the whole show started. But you may ask, well, how do you know it's God that got everything started? And I want to read a little section from an author named Mark Mittelberg, and he tells about this story. He says, Chad brought up this cosmological evidence from the Hubble telescope, and the pilot responded, yes, but how do you know it is God who created the universe? Maybe an alien did the creating, Chad replied. Maybe so, but let's keep in mind that our alien, whom we could call Bob, I like that, is timeless, that is outside of time, non-spatial, outside of the spatial dimension, immaterial, not made up of any matter, and does not consist of physical energy, yet was powerful enough to create the entire universe, all the billions and billions of galaxies, each of which has billions and billions of stars. In light of that information, you can call him Bob, but I call him Yahweh. That is the transcendent God beyond space and time, in whom Christians have believed for 2,000 years. And that's a good point. Some people are just irritated by the idea of the name God because it implies a lot of things. But you may want to call him something else. But the fact is, whatever this cause is spaceless, timeless, immaterial, and I would also say personal, because it looks like this was a very intentional thing that was created. So from this first argument, we can see that the universe had a beginning, and with all the attributes that would be necessary for this beginning to happen, it points to somebody a lot like God.